How did becoming a parent reshape your sense of purpose?
Oh man. I think for me, let me be very clear. Being a parent has nothing to do with blood and DNA. Zero, zero. I think sometimes we're like, oh my goodness. No, it has zero to do with being a parent. So, there's incredible responsibility of those individuals because, my prayer for all of my kids and my 3 boys, my boys, now my grandkids is, I want them to be the best version of themselves. I want them to feel that sense of purpose. I want them to have this insatiable curiosity that always gives you that growth mindset, and it never feels that, I'm at a dead end, where you're at a dead end because you're not still learning, because if you're still learning, you're gonna learn a path out of it. And so you never, you know, there's not another side. There's always another side. And so I think for me, it's like, how do I instill that into my boys so that number one, that it is a part of who they are, but also that they can then, like a train the trainers, like they have the ability to pour that into other people and help them bring out the best. So that's like the multiplier is on my very last breath for my kids, my grandkids, and everyone that I've mentored, or that there's like this incredible army of individuals that get it
Mhm.
and are positive multipliers in whatever respect of that they're in, because they're doing it well, and they're doing it authentically, and they're doing it with the intentions of making things better. Like, make it, I don't care what it is you do, just make it better. Is there a better version of it? Is there a more fair version of it? Does everybody see themselves in the part of what you're doing? You take a pause and see who's shutting down right now, or who's not at the table. How do you get that voice, either the person or their voice or their perspective to the table? Like, pause.
After athletics, I think you returned to Michigan State as a coach. And I was curious, like, what was it like being on the other side of that relationship? Now you're guiding athletes instead of being one.
Yeah, that was really hard. It's like, 'cause, and athletes are even different now, but they were different then, so there was like, I'm like, "Wow, this is, like, really different than the team that I was on." But I just, it was the same thing. It's like, I really wanted, how was I leveraging this athletic experience into life skills? Of, being coachable, being resilient, setting lofty goals for yourself. And that's okay if you don't make them. But, what are the sub goals that can get you to, really being in a leadership position or someone who's making inspirational impact? And this isn't just about running. This isn't just about jumping or throwing. You're navigating, if you can take it within this athletic context and then you take it into the classroom. What does it mean in your relationship? What does it mean? How would you use this in the profession that you think you want to go to? I see in practice that you don't like when people aren't being treated fair, and you want to go into law. So it's like, how do you become that bulldog lawyer?
Hmm.
Hopefully, then you become a judge. So you're making sure that things are fair and equitable and people are heard, and policies and laws are, reviewed for. So just how does this infuse into your trajectory as being the best version of yourself? That's what it meant to coach.